Welcome to our LinkedIn Essentials webcast made especially for the Integra International community. My name is Garrett Kinchington, and I'm the Marketing and Communications Specialist at Banks Group in Australia, which is a member of Integra International. As part of Integra's Marketing Special Interest Group, I've been invited to present a how-to guide on creating a LinkedIn profile from scratch, along with a few tweaks you can do to existing profiles to achieve all-star status. In order to get started, please open up your preferred web browser and we'll jump right in. In the first part of the video, we'll be looking at how to go about creating a new LinkedIn profile. If you already have an existing LinkedIn profile, please feel free to skip forward to the second part of this presentation. For demonstration purposes, I'll be setting up an account for Emma Ruled, who is a partner at Faux Consulting. The first step is to navigate to the sign-up page located at linkedin.com. The look and layout of this sign-up page changes from time to time, however the process will stay the same. As you can see, the fields on this page are self-explanatory, so go ahead and fill in your first name, last name, email, and password. Once you're all done, click Join Now. Next, you'll be asked to enter your country, along with your postcode. Once done, click Next. Here you'll be prompted to enter your current or most recent job title and company. You'll notice that when you start typing, LinkedIn will suggest some options for you to choose from. If you don't see your job title or company come up, that's fine, just type them in and go to the next field. The industry you select is not necessarily the industry that your company is in, but rather the industry that best fits your role. In this case, Emma is an accountant, so we will be selecting accounting. I'm a student is also not applicable, so click Continue. You'll now be asked to confirm your email address. LinkedIn will send a code to the email address that you initially entered on the first sign-up page. Switch over to your email inbox, copy the code, and then go back to LinkedIn, hit paste, and then the Agree and Confirm button. You'll now be asked if you want to import your contacts from your email address. As we'll be covering this later in the video, I'm going to go ahead and hit skip. This page will suggest some connections based on the information that we've entered so far. As we don't have much of a profile to show as yet, let's skip for now. Adding a quality photo to your profile is a key step. However, we'll be covering this later in the video, so please skip for now. The LinkedIn app is a handy tool to keep a track of your network while you're on the go. You can download it directly to your phone or get LinkedIn to send you a link to download. And that's it. Now you've set up your LinkedIn account. Keep watching to see how to refine your profile in order to become a LinkedIn All-Star. Now that we've all got a profile created, let's look at how we go about refining our profiles in order to become a LinkedIn All-Star. Firstly, head up to the Me icon at the top of your page and then select View Profile. This will bring you to your existing profile. At this stage, the information on your profile will be very basic, and it's what we entered at the start of this video. You start off with a profile strength of Beginner, and what we're aiming to do is move you all the way up to All-Star. In basic terms, All-Star is referring to the completeness of your profile. To start editing your profile, click on the Edit icon, which looks like a pencil. This window will show you the various fields that you can edit, along with some of the information we have previously entered. Let's go ahead and add a profile photo by clicking the camera icon up the top left. Navigate to where you have your profile photo saved, select the photo, and click Open. This tool here allows you to zoom, straighten, or reposition the photo as necessary to make sure that it will look best in the circle that is pictured here. You're also able to use some filters and other adjustments if you want to tweak your profile photo. Once you're satisfied with the look of your profile photo, click Apply. At this stage, you can edit your headline to include some keywords that might be more specific to your industry or your job. However, I'll revert this back to the original headline for Emma. Following that, we want to enter some more work history. Click the Add New Position to do so. This will open up the Add Experience box. Here we're going to start by entering our previous job's information. If you no longer currently work at that job, which is most likely the case, uncheck the I currently work here box. You should also enter a job description detailing some of the tasks that you undertook at your previous role. If you have any documents or photos or anything that will be quite good to add to your portfolio, you can upload it here. Make sure to click Save after doing any of these edits. Following your work history, we now want to enter some of the details about your education history. As before, these fields are quite intuitive, so go ahead and fill it out as appropriate. You can always add in more education later on, so for now let's just enter one. Then we click Save and move on to the next step. If you would like to list your education below your current employer at the top of your profile, tick this checkbox. Otherwise, feel free to leave it unticked. You may remember that we've already entered our country, zip code and industry previously, so these should be already pre-filled. However, if you need to make any adjustments, you can do so here. The next important step is to add your profile summary. Although you can enter up to 2,000 characters, I would recommend only including 3 to 5 paragraphs, as people are likely to skim over anything longer than that. Now that you've added a photo, headline, work and education history along with a summary, we now have to add at least 5 skills to tick the next All-Star box. You'll notice that the skills section doesn't appear on your profile by default. You can add profile sections by clicking the box underneath your photo, or by scrolling down, it will appear in the top right. Click the drop-down arrow and then Skills, and then the plus icon to the right of the Skills section. Here you must enter a minimum of 5 skills, although you can enter up to 50 skills so that more people are likely to find you when searching for a specific skill. Once you've entered all the skills you want to include, click Add. Next, you're likely to receive a pop-up that says you are now a LinkedIn All-Star. This also mentions a few of the benefits of being a LinkedIn All-Star. As previously mentioned, this rating is based on how complete your profile is, not necessarily the quality. You should set aside some time regularly to review your profile in order to make sure that the information is still current and that it best serves your online brand. Don't be shy to add things such as achievements and awards, along with volunteering experience, as this helps create a well-rounded profile. There's a few more tweaks I want to take you through before we finish this video. Make sure that you add a quality description for your current role. In general, you're unlikely to use the Share with Network toggle unless you are changing jobs or some new information comes to light, such as a recent award. Another commonly overlooked step is personalizing the URL for your profile. When you first sign up for LinkedIn, it will assign you a generic URL with your name, dashes, and numbers. This is almost impossible to remember off by heart or to share easily with others. So you should edit your profile's URL to use a combination of your first and last name, and perhaps other initials if your name is already taken. Basically, the key is to choose something that uses your name and is easy to remember. What we see here is the public profile, which is a simplified version of your LinkedIn profile. You can customize your public profile settings to set limits on how much of your profile information is displayed when people search for you on search engines. Your public profile is visible to people who aren't members or who aren't signed in to LinkedIn at the time. You can play around with these toggles to see how it alters your public profile's view. You can also choose to hide your public profile from non-LinkedIn members and from appearing in search engine results by toggling your profile's public visibility to off. Now that we're all at the all-star level, we should start building our networks by adding connections. Click the My Network icon at the top of your screen to take you to this page, which will suggest people that you may know. These potential connections are usually based on your work and education history, along with your industry and location. Click Connect if there's anyone here that you would like to invite to join your network. Otherwise, if there is a specific person that you would like to invite as a connection, go to the search bar at the top of your screen. Type in the person's name and then click on their profile if it appears in the drop-down options below. Click the Connect button underneath the person's photo to send an invitation to connect. It's always a good idea to send a personalized note along with your invitation, especially if it's not immediately clear why you are adding them to your network. All you have to do to add a note is to click the Add a Note button, type your message, and then click Done. You can also manage pending invitations by navigating to the My Network page. Navigating back to our profile, we will see that we now have a well-rounded all-star profile, and as such will receive up to 3 times more profile traffic from the search, feed, and My Network modules. As you've seen from this video, it really doesn't take much time to create a LinkedIn profile and to refine it to become a LinkedIn All-Star. Where possible, you should encourage your staff to follow these steps in order to become LinkedIn All-Stars to improve their online brand along with that of your organizations. Thanks for taking the time to watch this presentation. If you'd like to get in contact with me, please feel free to do so via my LinkedIn page or email address, which is listed at the end of the video. Thanks again, and all the best with your LinkedIn endeavors.